Hello future crypto millionaires. So what's up? In this video I want to tell you about the coins that in my opinion will grow in 2026 and which you can buy if you want to make money in 2026. I'll give you a list of both safe coins on which you can earn about 50% annual returns in a year and a list of riskier coins that in my opinion could shoot up by dozens of times. And with that you could change your life or even build a fortune. Let's look at the charts and I'll explain in more detail. As I see it, 2026 will be the year of cryptocurrency adoption. The year 25 has already given this a push. Regulation has appeared. Many public companies are saying that they're buying cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're holding it in their reserves. Many countries are buying as well, creating state reserves. And because of this, for example, Bitcoin itself has grown very well. And probably the number one coin I recommend buying in 2026 is, of course, Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is at the forefront of everything, and right now it has a very good correction. If we look from the high, it's about 30%, which is pretty good. And if we see another correction somewhere around, say, $74,000, that would be really great because from there, the best buying prices will be available. So starting from 70,000, I would consider buying and above. At the current prices, you can also buy in general, counting on a new all-time high. That's the first target. 44%, and over the next year, we should make 100%. At the same time, next year, I expect the price to be at least 150, 160, 150. That's 70%. With a purchase at the current price, you can earn 70%. Again, if we look at the crypto ETFs that exist, there are a lot of Bitcoin ETFs here. So Bitcoin is really in demand in, let's say, the mass market. People trust Bitcoin, people buy Bitcoin. And if we step away from Bitcoin, we can see that the number 2 coin after Bitcoin, which also has an ETF, is Ethereum. Ethereum is a relatively low volatility asset. Ethereum has been around $3,000, and on average, it has a large accumulation range, with its average price being somewhere around $2,700. Right now, it's actually approaching that price. I think we might see it reach that level. And for buying Ethereum, the ideal price is exactly $2,800. If you buy around $2,700, you can expect growth up to $4,000. That's plus 50%, which is a conservative 50% annual return in crypto for 2026. Here, we're only considering Bitcoin and Ethereum. By buying them, you could already earn 50% annual returns next year. But Ethereum has been in accumulation for quite a long time already, ranging from about let's say 800 to 1500. Yes, you could say it's not accumulation, it's a wide trading range. But actually, if we look at Bitcoin and others, it's not a super wide range. And we can see that we've been in this range for quite a long time. Frankly, it's about time for us to move somewhere around 2,600, 2,700. And from there, I'm expecting a target of 6,000. If you buy Ethereum, even at the current price, and it reaches $6,000 by next year, that's a 100% annual return. You can decide for yourself whether to lock in profits at 3,000, at 4,000, or around the previous high, around 5,000, but that's a conservative 50 to 100% annual return next year. Besides Ethereum, there are currently active inflows into the Solana ETF. At the same time, Solana is dropping. Solana is at $122, which is quite low. If we look at all the indicators, Solana has already fallen below our trend line. Accordingly, buying it, since we have another support level here, looks very promising at the moment. There are people who say that Solana could drop somewhere to around 46, 47 or $50. Is it possible for it to do that? Quite possibly, yes. But Solana thrives thanks to its community, thanks to the huge number of meme coins being launched on it, and thanks to the large number of gamblers involved. And that's a separate group of people, also millionaires, who launch their own meme coins and want to play around with meme coins. And that's exactly what Solana is growing on. Right now, it's dropping because the meme coin market is at rock bottom. As soon as they come back to life, and sooner or later they will, Solana can easily start moving up again. Even if we take a conservative estimate just to the previous high, that's 100% annual return. At the same time, nothing is stopping Solana, with the ETF inflows it has, from going somewhere around 400. That's 228% from the current level. So it's worth considering. I recommend it. I think it's a very promising project that will definitely survive, one that has already bounced back from a price of around 20, and I believe it was even as low as 8 or 10 bucks. Isn't such massive growth proof enough of an alt season? Right now, it's corrected very well and you can start accumulating it. Next, let's take another popular ETF. This is an ETF for the XRP coin. XRP has long been predicted to have a future with the banking system. Many are already collaborating and it's expected to be integrated there. And here's what we can see with XRP. There was a huge boom during all that hype. XRP skyrocketed, delivering insane multiples. Let's take a look. It went up by 600%. That's quite a lot. After that, if we apply the Fibonacci, we've already seen a correction from the peak. Let's do it like this. From the peak, it corrected to the 0.5 level and is heading toward the 0.62 level. This is already a good price to buy at. We can consider the 0.62 level. This price is about 168. Buy from there and expect a move roughly to the price peak plus 80%. 80% annual return for next year sounds really good. Also, XRP could go much higher because it has an ETF and there are inflows. Right now, the crypto market just isn't doing very well and there's a downtrend everywhere. As soon as the trend changes, it's quite likely we could see XRP at $5 there. If you want something more, for example, if you're into riskier stories, you could consider, for instance, the Light project. Here we can see the project was launched recently. This chart is pretty typical for such projects. It launches, there's a pump, a drop, a pump, a drop, a pump, a drop. During these pumps, we can see that the team has money, the guys have funds to pump this project and keep it flying higher. Accordingly, this is where they unload, where they sell off. At the moment, we're actually at the very bottom of this project at its lowest price, so you can buy it now. Even if we just look at the price from the current level to simply exit this accumulation, that's 206%. This is the Light project. One of my favorite projects is a meme coin. It's called Fartcoin. Many people underestimate it, but in reality, it looks pretty good compared to the rest of the market. Right now, it's actually at its lower boundary. It had a very sharp drop in October when all that news came out. And honestly, buying it now and holding at least until it reaches one would already be very good. We can see that it already had an accumulation zone here in March after Trump's inauguration. And right now, this zone is being strongly defended. So buying and holding it until it reaches one would already give us at least 230% annual return. There's one more project, let me give you the last one. It's Jelly Jelly. I really like this project, it's very cool. It's basically a pump and dump project. We can take a look. It launched, got dumped, then had a small pump, and then a big pump. We wait, then a pump. We wait, then a pump. We wait, then a pump. It gets dumped, then a pump dumped, then a pump dumped. Right now, we can see that there's already been a pump. The project got dumped, and most likely, maybe around New Year's, there'll be another pump. Around December 31st, maybe January 1st. And then there will be another drop. As soon as you see the price somewhere around here, maybe here, so roughly 0.04, you can safely buy into this project or start accumulating from the current levels, averaging down if it goes lower. Because this project is purely a pump and dump story. You saw the pump, then you wait while the coin drops, and it drops quite aggressively, not just by 10%, but by about 50%. You can try accumulating in the same way. If it drops another 50%, you can add more there. It's a really cool project, pump and dump. We've been writing it all year long. And I recommend you take a look at it if you know how to work with these kinds of situations, because this is a high-risk story. So in short, I think only a handful of projects will survive, the good ones, and the ones that will perform are those with ETFs, those that are on the stock market, and that can be bought by people with big bags with a lot of cash. And there are also certain narratives like these that can just shoot up at any moment and bring you profit. So take a closer look. I've told you the coins I'm looking at, and I'm ready to accumulate them over the course of the year for the long term. So it's up to you, make your own choice. If you found this interesting, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I wish everyone successful profits in 2026.